Hey, Yasmin. I need to talk to you about something. It'll get straight to the point. I want a divorce.
Good morning to you too. Where is this coming from all of a sudden? To be honest, it doesn't sound like there is much to talk about. It seems like you've made up your mind already.
Wow, I really didn't expect you to respond so fast. Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, I knew your job isn't all that hard, but still. I didn't know you had a lot of free time to sit around on your phone. I guess you're not exactly suited for anything more difficult though. Still, it's a job. You should be taking it more seriously instead of being on your phone all the time.
I'm sorry, I think I'm a little lost. Where is all this coming from? First, you just all of a sudden announce that you want to get a divorce. I think that would have caught anyone off guard. And then you add insult to injury by attacking my job? Do you even have any idea what I actually do? Also, I don't know what you mean by free time. I'm actually really busy today. I just happened to see the notification from your text pop up on my phone. And, yeah, I felt like my husband wanting a divorce was a good reason to stop what I was doing and respond. Do you have any more questions or insults to hurl at my job? Or can we go back to talking about the whole divorce thing?
Okay, geez, let it go. I didn't know you'd get so defensive about your job. It's exactly this attitude that has ruined our marriage, and it is the biggest reason I want you out of my life altogether. Yasmin, this is a serious conversation. You can't just ignore me. Don't you have anything to say?
You know what? If a divorce is what you really want, then that's fine by me. Our marriage has been falling apart for a long time now. It doesn't really make a difference to my life at this point. To be honest, I had a feeling it would come down to this sooner or later.
Wow, you're not upset at all, are you? I'm your husband and you're just going to shrug off a divorce like it's no big deal. You know you won't be able to survive without me. Don't act like this will have no effect on you.
I think you'll get along just fine. I work hard and make my own money. It's not like I'm a housewife that's entirely dependent on you.
That's not exactly the truth though, is it? You have a job, sure. But it doesn't really pay enough for you to live on your own.
You think so? Sure, maybe I don't make as much as you do.
Look, there's no point in arguing about this. I want a divorce and your lifestyle is going to take a hit for it. Just admit it.
You make around $60,000 a year, right?
About that, yeah. I doubt you'll ever be able to make that much, no matter how hard you try.
It's a good salary for early in your career, but it's not that much. And I'm currently making around $50,000 a year. I'll say it again, I think you'll be okay.
You do not make that much. Don't try and lie to me.
I'm not lying. But your surprise says a lot about how much you paid attention to me and our marriage. Anyway, I'm not worried about making it on my own. I may not exactly get to live in luxury, but it will be more than enough to get by.
Well, maybe, but you'll still have to make some sacrifices.
You're probably right, but that's okay, too. Anyway, if you're done trying and failing to make me feel worthless, did you have anything else to say? About a divorce? We absolutely need to discuss that. But I can't really talk much during work. I've been away long enough. I'll see you at home later. Let's talk more then. That way we'll be able to get everything out in the open at once. Or is there something urgent that needs to be taken care of this minute?
Oh my God, just stop. There's nothing to talk about. I want a divorce and I want you gone. You have until the end of today to get out of the house. Got it?
You want me out today?
Yes. Today. Don't even try and argue. It won't get you anywhere. It's funny. You were so smug about your $50K just a minute ago. So you shouldn't have a problem getting out of my house by the end of the day. You have more than enough money, right? Just get out stuff and get out. I don't want you a minute longer than you have to be.
Ah. I think I know what's happening. There's something else going on here, isn't there? Something that means you need me out of the way as soon as possible?
LOL, you're grasping at straws here. Not feeling so strong now, are you? What happened to all your confidence? In all seriousness, I'm sorry for the trouble, but you really do need to leave immediately. I'm getting married again and I need you out so that my new wife can move in.
Yeah. Okay. Who's lying now? I don't know what reality you think you're living in, but that's just not happening. Tell your imaginary girlfriend to pick a different move-in day.
Imaginary? Have you really not figured it out yet?
Figured out what?
I want a divorce because I am in love with someone else. She just told me she's pregnant this morning and I want to do the right thing. To put it frankly, you are in the way of our happiness. So like I said, I need you out immediately.
Oh. It's like that, is it? Thank you for telling me. Now I understand the situation.
What? Just like that? You don't have anything else to say?
Well, just that today is simply not possible. You're going to have to wait until I find somewhere else to move. I'll move as soon as I can, but it could be a few weeks.
No. Absolutely not. You will be out of my house and out of my life today. Consider it your punishment for being so arrogant and condescending all the time. This is the last time I'll say it. You need to be out of my house now.
Just so that we are clear and everything is on the table. You do understand the position that you are in, right?
What is that supposed to mean? The only thing that needs to be understood is that I am still your husband. You'll do as I say.
Some husband. And it doesn't really work like that, Adam. I'm not sure what your plan was, but you just exposed your own infidelity to your wife. You called me arrogant, but I think you need to do a little self-reflection. And punishment? Let's talk about punishment. Let's talk about what's about to happen to you now that you've decided to impregnate some random woman and kick your faithful wife out.
Excuse me? What exactly is that supposed to mean? Do you think that you somehow have the upper hand here? There is no evidence whatsoever that I had an affair, but there is plenty that you have been a terrible wife.
No. That's not true at all. I have plenty of evidence of your affair.
What? No. That's not possible. You're just bluffing.
You literally just confessed to your affair in your texts. Let's go ahead and take this to a judge. They'll be able to decide for themselves which of us is a lousy person.
You're so full of it. Text messages don't prove anything. I know you too well. There's something else that you think gives you the upper hand here. You're acting too smug. What is going on? You already knew, didn't you? For how long? Yasmin, how long have you known that I've been seeing Rachel?
Are you really that dense? Thank you for volunteering her name, by the way. I'm glad I didn't even have to ask for it. That makes things easier.
Wait, no, that's not her name. It's just, a nickname.
Uh-huh. Sure. By the way, since you ask, I've known for the past 2 years that you were seeing someone. It started about the time I started working from home, am I right?
What? How did you find out? I mean...
It's fine, Adam. There's no point in getting defensive or embarrassed now that it's all out there. All that matters is what happens next. To get straight to the point, if you don't want to spend months of your life in court, we'll need to come to an agreement about alimony.
Alimony? But why? You just went on and on about how you make enough to live on your own.
I do make enough, but am not the one that uprooted both our lives because I couldn't keep it in my pants. Am willing to agree to a lump sum of 45,000 from you.
Are you serious? You want what? 45K from me? Are you insane?
I had a feeling that's what you would say. So I guess I'll see you in court. As for the issue of me moving out by the end of the day.
No. Don't even ask. The answer is no. It's not happening. You will be gone by the end of the day if I have to throw your stuff on the curb myself.
Since it's your fault that I have to move in the first place, it's only fair that you agree to this. I'm not going to live on the streets just because you couldn't keep it in your pants. I have no problem with a divorce, but finding a new apartment takes time. You can afford to agree to a few weeks. It's not like the baby will be born tomorrow. If you can't swallow your pride and agree to give me time to find a new place to live, I will make your life miserable. You think 45,000 is a lot? Push me. See what happens. Let me know by 5 p.m. how you decide you want this to play out.
Why by 5 p.m.?
Because that's when the banks close. Remember the 45,000 we just talked about?
You want that today?
Of course. You wanted this all done as quickly as possible, right? That's why you are trying to kick me out by the end of the day. Oh, actually, I guess you could always wire the money to me rather than taking it out in cash. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Once that's paid, we'll need to talk about division of property and assets.
What? You want even more?
I want what's fair, and I am perfectly content to either negotiate with you directly or handle it through the courts. So how do you want to play this? It's your call. Your girlfriend works at the same company as you, right? Since she's pregnant, the sooner we make a clean break from each other the better, don't you think? People are going to start wondering about your relationship soon.
Damn it. Fine. Let's just settle this. How much do you think is fair?
Well, I'll take my car and you can keep yours. But I'm also entitled to half the house as well as what we've got in the bank.
Oh my God. You're going to ruin me.
You've ruined yourself. You can buy out my half of the house for 300,000. Plus 50,000 from savings and 45,000 in alimony. Let's see, that's 395K altogether. Not too bad, if I do say so.
In your dreams. Didn't you hear that I have a child on the way?
Let's make it an even 400K if you want to be difficult. Or we can go to court. I bet I get even more if we take it to court. You'll end up with my attorney fees as well, you know.
Okay, fine. I'll wire it to you. But then we're done. With that money, there has to be some way you can be out of the house by tonight.
Thank you very much. I'll call some friends to see if I can stay somewhere while I find a new apartment. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll take the rest of the afternoon off from work so I can start packing. I'll have all my things packed and out of the house before dinner.
What? That fast?
Why are you surprised? I've known this day is coming for the past 2 years and I prepared for it. I couldn't predict exactly when it would happen, but I had no doubt that it would happen eventually. Obviously, I didn't know she would be pregnant, but still. Now that it's finally here, this will all be over soon. Well, unless you have anything else to talk about, I'll see you later this evening. I realized that my husband was having an affair more than 2 years ago. It did not take long for our relationship to fall apart after I realized what was going on. He thought he was good at covering his tracks, but he wouldn't look me in the eye in our own home and barely talked to me most days. It was also around then that he started being condescending and defensive about anything I tried to say to him. We had problems before then, but nothing that would end our marriage. It was the affair that started a whole sequence of events that poisoned our life together. By the time he asked for a divorce, I had no romantic feelings left for him whatsoever. The day that I realized that I had no feelings left for him, I began preparing for the day our marriage would come to its inevitable end. Because of that, I was able to part ways with him on my own terms. I didn't let him drag me down at all, and all that I wanted was to enjoy my new life without him. Unfortunately, that was not the last that I heard from him.
Yasmin, do you have a minute to talk? Hey, stop ignoring me.
10 hours later.
What is it?
What took you so long? You need to reply faster.
Okay. What do you want? Are you ready to send me the last 45,000 you owe me?
What? I don't owe you anything. What are you talking about?
You still owe me 45,000 per our agreement a few weeks ago. You bought out my half of the house and gave me half of the savings, but you still owe 45K for alimony. If you sent it, I haven't received it yet. I've upheld my part of our arrangement. You need to uphold yours.
I did send you the money. I wired you all the money that you demanded. That should be enough to call it even. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, I see how it is. Sorry, but no. Well, we agreed on 395,000 and I've only received 350,000. You still owe me 45,000. That's the alimony.
What do you mean you only received 350K? That's a lot of money.
I agree. It is a lot of money. But it's not the amount that we agreed on. Let me guess, you blew through the money so that you could claim you don't have it. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't have any evidence that that's what happened and, frankly, I don't really care. The only thing that matters to me is that you pay it. If you like, I can contact your girlfriend and ask her to help you. What was her name again? Rachel, right?
No. You have no business talking to her. This is between you and me.
Oh wow, you're getting awfully defensive about me talking to her. Is there something that you don't want me to say to her? If you don't want me talking to her and you refuse to pay the rest, I guess it's time to take the situation to attorneys then.
What? No. There's no reason to get attorneys involved. Just be reasonable for a minute and we can settle this ourselves.
I don't think we can and I'm tired of arguing with you about it. I think you'll buy a smart new business suit to wear when we go to court.
No, wait. I got it. I'm begging you, don't do anything rash. I'll send you the money first thing tomorrow morning. Then this will all be over, right? It's really hard to come up with this kind of money with Rachel being pregnant. I just want this done and over with.
Okay, agreed. I will wait until tomorrow at noon. Have a lovely night. Adam was true to his word and wired the rest of the money to me the next morning. After that, I cut him out of my life completely and put it all behind me. Well, that's what I wish I could say. But there still was one thing left that I needed to see through to the end. I was not 100% certain of how it would all play out, but I knew that it wasn't completely over. Not just yet. I suspected that I would hear from Adam one more time when the rest of the pieces fell into place. So I decided to hold off on blocking his number for just a little longer. And sure enough, it did not take long until he found a reason to contact me again. And the last act of the drama of our marriage finally began.
Several months later.
Hey, I need to talk to you about something. Can I talk to you on the phone for a few minutes?
What, like a phone call? No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'd rather have a record of anything that is said between us.
Please. I really need to talk to you. Fine. It'll take a bit to text it all out, but I need to talk to you about something that happened. I really don't know what to do.
Interesting.
Interesting? That's all you have to say? This is serious. After all the years we were together, aren't you at least a little curious about what happens to me?
No, not particularly.
Come on, please. I've got a serious problem on my hands, and I don't know who else to turn to.
Is it something related to your new girlfriend? How do you have no one else to talk to except me? Don't you have friends or family or someone to talk to? And why would you think I would want to help you in the first place? After you spent 2 years cheating on me, why on earth would you come to me for advice?
I know it seems strange to be coming to you for this. But please hear me out. Everyone at the office is giving me the cold shoulder.
Oh, really? I wonder why. Maybe they found out about your affair. Assuming you two weren't public about it before we split. Not much time has passed since I moved out and we divorced. They probably find it strange that you are with someone new so soon. And she's several months pregnant with your child at that.
You didn't say anything to them, did you?
Huh? Of course not. I had no reason to say anything. I got what I wanted from you. I didn't see the point in taking any further action. But what exactly did you need my advice about? Please make it quick if at all possible. I'm a little busy. I don't really have a lot of time to listen to your problems. That's not generally the role of ex-wives.
Yeah, sure. You see, my girlfriend, Rachel. She had a miscarriage. The baby is gone.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. No matter happened between us, I would never wish for harm to come to a child.
It's just, I'm not sure what to do in this situation. After she told me about this miscarriage this morning, she said that she wanted to be alone for a little while. She's gone to stay by herself for now. I just don't know what to do.
She doesn't want to see you, huh?
Yeah. Why do you say it like that? Is it weird? What should I say to her? I am at a total loss. I have no idea how to make things better. I want to be comforting to her and move past this with her.
I'm touched. I never knew you had such a soft side. I'm a little surprised.
Please don't do that. Don't make fun of me right now. This is really important to me and to Rachel. Just tell me what I should do. What can I say that would be comforting at a time like this?
Well, first let's back up a second. How sure are you that she was really ever pregnant in the first place?
Huh? What kind of question is that? Of course I'm sure that she was pregnant.
Did you go to any doctor visits with her? Did you see a folder from the hospital or see an ultrasound picture?
The hospital gives you a folder? I'm not really sure. What kind of folder is it? Like, what's in it?
Usually, there's a bunch of information about what to expect at prenatal visits, the different stages of pregnancy, and hospital procedures for labor and delivery. They always give you one after it is confirmed that you are expecting. You haven't seen it? Women that find out they are expecting are usually excited to share that with the father.
I don't think so.
If she was pregnant, you definitely would have seen it. If she already had an ultrasound done, that's where it would probably be too. There's one other thing that I'm worried about, though.
Okay, what's that?
You said that she just told you about the miscarriage this morning?
Yeah, while I was getting ready for work.
Did she go to the hospital today? Or maybe yesterday? Miscarriages usually come with a lot of pain and bleeding. How far along was she, by the way? A medical examination is usually required to confirm a miscarriage and ensure that the woman recovers well. Or did she claim that she just knew that Shed had a miscarriage or something? Speaking of, is she still working?
Wait, hold on a second. This is a lot to process, and that's a lot of questions. Are you seriously accusing her of lying about being pregnant? She said she was about 3 months pregnant when we split up. That would make her about 5 months now? Maybe they wouldn't have given her the folder by then?
Did you ever see confirmation of her pregnancy at all? Ultrasounds? A pregnancy test? Anything?
Yasmin, just stop for a second. No, I never saw any of that. But I'm starting to think that you knew something about this before I ever messaged you.
Why would you think that?
You just know too much for it to be intuition or something. If you know anything about this, I need you to tell me. I promise to listen to whatever you say with an open mind.
With an open mind, huh? Well, I find it all pretty amusing, so I will tell you what I know. I suspected from the very beginning that she was not actually pregnant.
But why?
The day you told me that you wanted a divorce. That was the same day she told you she was pregnant, wasn't it?
How do you know that?
But she wasn't crying or anything when she told you, was she? She just casually came out with it. Hey, Adam, guess what? I know it's not what we planned, but I'm pregnant. That's how she told you that she was pregnant, right? With almost no emotion whatsoever.
Maybe. I don't really remember. But what does it have to do with a miscarriage? Rachel was pregnant. I know she was.
Did you also know that she was out with another man the night I moved out of our house? Did she tell you how she went out smoking and drinking without a care in the world? And her behavior hasn't really changed over the last few months. During the time that she was supposedly pregnant. That's why I think she lied about being pregnant. Because it's a better conclusion than the alternative.
No. That can't be right. You're wrong about her.
Believe what you want, but it's true. If she really was pregnant, you should be able to find that folder from that hospital or ultrasound pictures. There are ways to find out if she was ever pregnant. While you're at it, you should look into how many lovers she has.
Lovers? Come on, I understand you probably don't like her because of our history, but you can't be making these accusations.
I'm just saying, I barely had to look and found 2 other men she's seeing. I wonder what you would find if you set your mind to it. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Anyways, hope all is well.
What? 2 other boyfriends? Where the hell did you hear that from? Yasmin. If you know anything about this, you need to tell me now.
The next day.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do. I looked into Rachel's pregnancy and miscarriage. It's like you said. I don't think she was ever pregnant.
I've never seen you fall over your own words like that. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
She's a damn liar. Why would go out of her way to lie to me about something like that? I don't understand why she would do that. What could she possibly get out of it?
I have no idea. As a liar yourself, you would understand better than I would.
Do you mind if I call you? I really need to vent about all this right now. I'm so confused about it all. Missed call.
1 hour later.
Missed call. Yasmin. Please call me as soon as you can. Missed call. I need to talk to you. Answer your phone.
Wow. She really got to you, didn't she? I told you before, I want to phone call. Anything you need to say, you can text me. Why do you think I want to hear you vent about the woman you left me for?
Don't be like that. I just need to talk and you know me better than anyone. Please? I'm the victim here. Please don't make it worse for me. I've lost everything because of her.
Oh, stop acting like such a baby. Crying won't change anything. This is one of those you made your bed, now lie in it situations. Deal with it.
How can you be so cruel? Look at what she did to me. Can't you have even a little compassion for someone you used to love? Never mind. Don't answer that. Anyway, when I told her that I knew she was lying about the pregnancy, you know what she said to me?
I have no clue what she said.
She said that she lied about being pregnant so that I would marry her. She was trying to trick me.
I don't know why you're so surprised. I saw this coming from a mile away. You know what they say. You reap what you sow. Are you happy with where your actions have taken you, yet?
Before you judge me, just wait. There's more to the story. And this part one really don't understand. Even though she said that she lied so that I would marry her. She broke up with me. She broke up with me in a note after I confronted her about the pregnancy.
Did she really? That's hilarious.
I don't understand her at all. I went for a walk to clear my head after we talked. When I got back, she had already taken all of her stuff and left a note. It just said that she wants a divorce. And that she doesn't want to live with me anymore. What am I supposed to make of that? She fakes a pregnancy and then just throws me aside when she gets found out.
She threw you away that easily, huh? I wonder what that means.
She did. It's like I meant nothing to her. So, I went to her friend's house where she's staying after I read the note. I told her that I wanted to work through this, but that she needed to come back so we could talk things out together. But she said that she was getting married to someone else. She acted like I was some stranger on the street that she had never met before.
Wait. Didn't the two of you get married right after our divorce? She told you she wants a divorce in her note too, right?
Well, we were living together, but technically we weren't married yet. I wanted to make it official, but she kept putting it off, saying that we could get married once things settled down some.
Oh my God. I can't believe you're such an idiot. How did you not see through her?
Don't make fun of me. I thought she loved me. I thought that she wanted to be with me.
You really should have paid more attention. She was already engaged, you blind idiot.
Engaged? Since when? She never said anything.
She's been engaged for a while. Her fiancé's family is pretty wealthy, too. Apparently, their families arranged it. But, you precious Rachel likes to play the field, it seems. She has 2 other boyfriends besides you that she's fooling around with before she gets married. Did it ever seem like she was going back and forth on the relationship?
I don't really think I understand what you are asking.
Okay, let me ask it this way. Did you ever feel like she was just playing around or like she didn't take your relationship serious? According some of her friends and coworkers, they said she worries about what her life will be like after she settles down and gets married. So her only goal right now is to live life to the fullest and do whatever she wants while she can.
Ugh, seriously?
What about you? Have you had your fill of playing around? How is hindsight treating you now that you've been cast aside by someone like you're just yesterday's garbage? It must hurt. I can't say I feel bad for you, though.
How do you know all of this? You know more about my life than I do.
I hired a private investigator to find every scrap of information that existed about the both of you. Believe me, it wasn't cheap. But I would say that it was worth every penny. I wanted all the information I could get on you in case this ended up going to court.
You did what? When did you do that?
Right after I moved out. I used a bunch of the divorce money to pay for it. I wanted the satisfaction of seeing you miserable. After I realized that you were cheating on me, I knew the day would come that you would want to end the marriage and kick me out of our home. The two of you make a great pair. You're an idiot that likes to play the victim. And she's a woman who takes pleasure in destroying families and then casting people aside at her own convenience. I kind of feel like I should thank you. This has been a very satisfying divorce for me in many ways.
Who are you? I can't believe this is the same woman that I was married to for years. I feel like I don't even know you.
You destroyed the woman you married. Bit by bit, day by day, you broke her heart and drove her away. But there is a ray of hope for you. A little bird told her fiancé all about her affairs. He's not very happy with her and may even toss her aside.
I'm not sure I care. I'm so tired of it all. But what happens now?
Now that I've told you everything, I have nothing left to say or do. My mission is complete.
So now that everything is over. I know I haven't been the husband I should have been to you, but what do you think about moving back home? Maybe we could get back together?
That's a joke, right? You are joking? Or maybe you're drunk.
Yasmin, I'm serious. I want to fix this.
Yeah, that's not happening. Not ever. Not in a million years. This is the last time we will ever speak to one another. I'm going to block your number now. I hope you're hurting just as much as you made me hurt. I blocked Adam's number and all of his social media accounts as soon as I saw everything play out that I was interested in. At that point, my revenge was complete and there was no point in leaving any method of contact. It was time to move on. I heard a rumor that Rachel moved back in with her parents after her fiancé broke things off with her. Apparently, she hated the thought of living with them and tried to get Adam to take her back again. But Adam refused to take her back because he blames her for our divorce. He still refuses to take responsibility for anything that happened. He is demanding that she pay him back at least part of the money he paid me in our divorce. I doubt he will ever see that money. I know it's none of my business, but I can't help but laugh at how everything fell apart on them so fast. Adam and Rachel also lost their positions at their company and have kind of become social pariahs. Maybe it is beneath me, but after all he's done to me, I hope his life continues to be a living hell.